Hello, Rich. Test, test. Is the audio working? Let me check on YouTube. Yeah, it is. I'll turn that fan off. Test, 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 test. There we go. Ah. So I saw everybody's been using this StreamYard thing. I was on Dan's earlier, Mr. Smellies, and I thought I'd give it a shot. Just so I don't like OBS a whole lot. So good, good. Yeah, I saw I've got OBS installed, but I can't find that annoying. I think I'll use that for other stuff. But this seems okay. I can share screen and stuff without having to pay premium, which is nice. Hey, Ice, how's it going, man? Hope everyone's having a good Friday. It's been a while since I hung out on the old Lex channel. Seems I hang out more on other people's channels these days. Yeah, I was just saying that to Rich. I just decided to try it out and see what it was like. Fuck it. And I'm still wearing this. I'm still wearing Mr. Smelly's suit. Gravitas. So that's not been too bad. So what's everybody been up to? I know I haven't spoke to you guys since COVID. Hey, Lord, I saw you earlier on Mr. Smelly's thing. Still into them, as in, but I'm not buying any. I'm not going to buy any. I've just not bought any in so long, unless it's something I really think's awesome, and everybody's saying, you know, get Lex, man, you got to get this, you got to pick this up. I've just not bought any. I've reviewed everything. Jonathan. Oh, hey, man. Wait, have I got you in Facebook, John? Jonathan. Mr. Bit. Who's Sonic Shadow Silver? Mr. Big Balls. Wait a second. Are you one of my buddies from VR? Because I know my status on VR chat says Captain Big Balls, man. Jonathan Sansom, yes, that's the lad. Yeah, I know you know. Yeah, we used to talk all the time. You and me. I used to speak to so many. A lot of the guys on Facebook. I barely use Facebook now. I mainly use it to talk to my family and stuff. As a free call service, a free message service. And my mum can call me and I'll just answer it on over the Wi-Fi over the internet. And hey, mum, how's it going? So I was. I don't think I can change. Can I change the title of the stream? Can I? I might be. Hey, BWLF, long time no see as well. Nice. Is that Solid Snake in your profile picture? One of your important boys. Oh, all right. So that's how I highlight a comment. I mean, got you. This is my Sonic Shadow Silver. I know who this is. It's driving me nuts. I'm so sorry. It sounds so bad. Sonic Shadow Silver. I think I got you on there. But my Sonic Shadow Silver. Let's see. Vine by me. Oh, I was just looking at your uploads to see if I can remember. God damn it, man! I feel so bad now. We remember the vaping into glasses of wine. Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember that. Fuck yeah, that was good. See if I can vape into the beer can. Kinda, we kinda got there. Captain Baby. Oh, it's Smuggy Boy, man. Smuggy Boy. Guys, Smug here. Smug is one of my Discord buddies. Absolute legend. Captain Baby. And man, so was anyone else at? Oh, look what we have for you and Matt. How's it going, man? All the OGs coming out tonight. Even, so I'm not sure if anyone was at Mr. Smelly's broadcast. Couldn't remember that word for some reason. You had some OGs. Steven Sprout showed up. Greggy Boy showed up. Another OG. Archie Luxury himself showed up and roasted me. I was like, oh, And it was funny as fuck because some of the people in chat didn't quite get Archie's humour. Archie plays it up a bit for the camera. And he was like roasting everybody, and everyone in chat's like, "This guy's such a dick. Oh my god, this fucking guy." And I'm sitting there losing my shit like a lot of everyone else has got these fancy designer watches, and what are you wearing, Lex? G-Shock. I was hilarious. I can't believe he got Archie to show up. That was brilliant. I have an Archie there. I know Lord was there. I know Rich was there. Were any of the other lads there? BWLF, were you there? Nah, I don't think. Did he actually? I'm not sure did he actually pay him. I mean, maybe he's bullshit. Maybe he paid him and said he didn't. But I know he mentioned he paid him for an interview earlier. So there was that as well. Only for the my OnlyFans, guys. So my OnlyFans is coming out, so I'm going to make some more money and buy more fragrances. My OnlyFans consists of me sitting not completely naked. I'm wearing a tight pair of Ninja Turtle Speedos I had when I was 8, and I sit on a gym mat covered completely in oil, and I play the workout music from Rocky IV. And while I do that, I personally insult you and belittle you while you masturbate on camera. And it's going really well. Made a couple of $100. Not quite at Ferrari levels yet, but I'll get there. How's living on my own going? Pretty good. Had some issues with the neighbours downstairs at the start because I'm a bit of a loud cunt. So that was a bit of a pain, but we sorted that. And I'm trying not to be too loud. I'm just going to check Facebook in case they tell me I'm being a bit loud. Because normally I would be all, hey, don't give a flying fuck. But she's a nurse. And, with COVID and everything, I can't be keeping her up when she's got to go to hospital and fucking save lives. So, as nice as it is to tell people to fuck off, sometimes you need to calm your tits. What has everyone else been doing? Everyone else been doing okay since the old Kung Flu? He sells his sweaty t-shirt. Well, that's just the basic tier, Ice. If you pay the premium tier, you not only get my sweaty t-shirt, but you get my sweaty Calvin Klein boxers. And what I do is I give you 2 pairs. One of them is my sweaty ball sweat, and the other one is just sprayed with Kuros and Hugo Boss No. 5. And if you guess which one is which, I'll give you $10. No shit. I'll buy a gaming Steam. Older, fatter. Aren't we all? Just more. You got to see. I've got the ultimate thing for overweight guys. If you're overweight, all you got to do is just do a really fucking good Johnny Bravo impression. So whenever someone goes, "You're fat, just more me to love, honey," hitting on a woman, "I've got a boyfriend." Well, you look like a girl that could use two. Johnny Bravo is the true alpha male. We need someone. What we need is we need a really good voice actor who can do the Johnny Bravo voice to perfection, and then he gets the Johnny Bravo avatar, or he dresses like Johnny Bravo and he goes on YouTube and he starts acting like Johnny Bravo. Well, you see, if you want to get laid, honey bunny. Platinum tier is a good time on VR chat since you won't get any action IRL since we're all a bunch of virgins. Damn it. I wondered why I was getting so sexually frustrated at hot women on Twitch. Sitting there giving them money, begging them to reply to my DMs. Come on, please message me. It's been 2 weeks. Snide Calvins. Fucking hell. Let me put a link to this on my Facebook so people can see it. On Friday, come say hi. We Snide Calvins. See what I got here. Anything good? Thank you, Greggy. Thank you, Greggy. Yeah, I was saying earlier, man. I thought I'd try out this StreamYard thing because I've noticed a lot of lads have been using it, even in the arcade stuff. The guys I watch that do the arcade pinball stuff, they've been using this a whole lot. So I thought I'd set up an account and just see what it's all about. And if it works out, it works out. No Lex TV. I don't have the banner set up at the moment. Can I? Use banners to summarize. Create a banner. Can I enter a banner? I guess I'll set that up later. I'll maybe just do it as a camera overview. I'll just make OBS do the camera and then tell StreamYard to use the OBS camera and I can have the Lex TV banner there. I've still got the theme song. Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. Lex TV, fucking project file on FL Studio. We see FL Studio does this annoying thing where you render a track to, I render stuff to desktop a whole lot. If it's just something I'm fucking around with, I render it to desktop so it's easy access. But FL Studio, when you open up your project files, it decides, I'm going to just set your Lex TV promotion. This will probably break completely because I can't see the comments. There we go. There we are. And you don't need to get a taxi home, Lord. John, you don't need to get a taxi home, man. Waiting for a taxi. That's one thing, actually. The amount of fights that happen in the city over taxis, it's fucking crazy. I've heard a few stories, of people getting fucking bottled and stuff and just getting the shit kicked out of them over a fucking taxi. Everyone's had a few drinks in them. You're out the club, you want to get home, you're tired, it's cold, you want to get in a nice warm taxi and finger your girlfriend and then go sleep. And you know what I mean? And everyone's drunk. And some guy skips or someone pushes or something and it just fucking kicks off. Fuck taxis, dude. Taxis are a pain in the ballsack. Syndromes don't work. The drums on this are broken. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I've actually got the old Lex TV. Yeah, I did. I mean, look at it this way. I haven't done jack shit on YouTube, and just being in his stream, I thought, fuck it, I'm going to try it out. StreamYard. It's a bit expensive, man. 20 pounds a month. It's a bit pricey, But I get it's aimed at the enthusiasts, like Smelly said, people that have a following, and that following is how they make their money. So for casual use, I think it's 20 hours a month. The streaming, I don't think we'll exceed that. I'm probably going to only be on for about an hour today. I'll put this link. There we go. Yeah, Mr. Smelly. Yeah, it was a really good stream. It was worth it just for Archie luxury. Any minute, and I'll get Neil. Can I come on the stream? Can I come on the stream, please? I want to talk about my Tempest arcade machine. I'm not going to lie, I am a little bit jealous of his Tempest arcade machine. I have a Pac-Man 4-in-1 from the same manufacturer that I got for Christmas. Just got Mr. Smelly next to me there. There we go. If you set it up properly, you'll make that back. Yeah, true, John. Yeah, exactly, man. You'll make it back easily. It's just it's money for old rope at that point. I literally, he asked, he messaged me, man. He messaged me on thing. He said, "Do you wanna?" Yeah, man. I see. Yeah, about his horns. About his horns. And he check out Archie. Archie's a funny guy. Like I said, I was saying that to Dan after the stream. Actually, a lot of the chat, it was whoosh. They didn't understand that sort of provocative banter. Archie, he's like that. He's like the edgy comedian that performs at your local pub. That they get in. That edgy comedian that fucks with the punters in the pub. And he'll sit there and be like, oh, look at you. You must have worked down the docks, mate. Look at you, fat ass. I bet you're working IT. You sit down a whole lot, don't you? Yeah, mate. Get that beer belly. And he fucks with people to get the reaction going. And that's the kind of humor. You know? And some people just don't get it. But I thought it was pretty funny. I was kind of hoping he would go a little bit harsher on me. But I don't know. I got, at least it roasted me a little bit. That's good enough. I can settle. So I'll see here. Let's see if I've got any music here. The old Lex TV stuff. Problem is, guys, the synthesizers I used to make some of it is completely fucked. It just doesn't work. They don't work anymore. I need to fix Ultra Mal, bro. Ultra Mal, yeah. I've heard this is correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard this is causing quite a stir. People want to get this, Well, I have fuck all left. Look at that. I have fuck all left. I guess you could say I've got asshole. But I have fuck all left. Greggy, you're worse than me. I'm kidding. I love you, man. Yeah, I'm going to actually talk about that. I'm not going to name names. One things the reason I've not been going on as many live streams is I don't like. It's almost like people get overexcited. Let's get Lex on the stream, and then as soon as I start, fuck this and cunt that, and oh, calm it with the swearing. What do you expect? Yeah, I mean, you expect me to come on the stream. Hello, gentlemen. Yes. This is Lexington Ellison Esquire. Wearing a fucking tuxedo and that, man. You know what you're getting into if you invite me. I mean, I don't go overboard, but I think some people need to fucking chill with that. Like with this, I might have to take this down because of the swearing, but I'm not gonna. I don't care. I'll delete the video. Done. If I do something really bad and I get a strike and it could risk my channel being deleted, fair enough. But I think people are just a bit too nervous. But I really don't like that. And people are like, oh, come on the stream, and then try and censor me. Like, what do you... It's like if I invited fucking Jeffrey Dahmer over to my house for dinner and then started complaining when he tried to murder me with a kitchen knife. What do you expect's going to happen? You think he's going to sit there and talk about classical music with you for 2 hours? It's not going to fucking happen, is it? Just my two thoughts. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. The best way to handle this censorship is just to chill. Just fucking chill. Jeremy Fragras's favorite. I remember Jeremy did one video and he was talking about his reviews. I can't remember the name, but he mentioned me and Joey Cannoli. He put both of us up on the screen, and man, he was Jeremy sitting there like, you see these guys, man. These guys, man, they are crazy. These guys, they're crazy, man. They're so crazy. These guys, man, they don't care, man. They crazy. And I'm just sitting there like, Jesus Christ. Jeremy, it's like his face just filled with, no, these guys, man, not you. Hey, if I had a body like that and a clothing like that, I'd be flaunting that shit on TikTok and YouTube too. We all fucking would. But only a few of us want to admit it. Do I have Mr. Smelly's theme? Let's see. I don't think I do. Again, it's broken. Oh man, I'm trying to see if I got some of these. I don't even know how screen shaving works. Yeah, I don't even. Let's see how the screen shaving works for a second here. Let's see. Let me just test this. I just want to test this for you guys. Let's see if if it works. Share screen. Don't show these tips again. Yes, I'm not completely retarded. Go away. Does this work? Does this even show up? Do you guys see that? Yeah. Now, is the audio working? I'll turn this down a little bit. Is the audio working on this? Let's see. I'll check the stream real quick. No, I need to do that share audio thing, don't I? I don't know how to work this. Stop sharing or share audio. Share. I'll figure it out later, but I just want curious how it would play out. Nah, I was hoping. So it doesn't play it, but I'll find a fix for that at some point. So I can do another one of my music streams because I've got some stuff I can show off that I've not finished. I'll need to ask Dan. I think he knows how to do it. Does it say share system audio? Yes, that's it. Share. So it only does share system audio if I do share screen. If I share the entire screen, then I can share the system audio. Okay, got you. So I'll share the entire screen. That shouldn't be too bad. I'll just close Steam and I've got Cookie Clicker up. Yeah, guys, I have to admit, I fucked up. I better give a thumbs up. Oh yeah, please do. It's been a while. I've not seen everyone in a long ass time. So I have developed an unhealthy obsession. I admit it, but here it is. Yes, guys, I have been playing Cookie Clicker like a fucking idiot. There we go. There it is. Fucking Cookie Clicker. I hate myself. Hey, Nerdy Fragrance. How you doing? If anyone wants to come on as well, you're welcome to. Anyone at all? Just ask and I'll put the link in chat. Just don't be a fucking nuisance, okay? It's a live stream, not a playground. Although sometimes I wish it was. It'd be more fun. Could just bully Neil. Fucking give me your machine. But yeah, it's been pretty cool. I've still got a bunch of scents here. I have King, Vanilla, and I've still got all my Parfums Vintage, all here. I have a few still at my parents' place. Now, the issue is where to store them because I'm not going to wave all of them. I've had someone, I can't remember the name, mentioned to me. They said, if you're running out of things to review, I will send you, was it 100 bottles or something they said? 50 to 100 bottles, and you can just have them. And I was like, that's going to be a customs nightmare right there. So we'll see our samples. I've still actually got, give me a second here, guys. Find the damn thing. I'll need to review this soon. Now, this I've not reviewed because I haven't been doing videos. But this is Scents of Persia, Persian Queen. Oh, hell yeah, man. Good to have you on, John. This is Scents of Persia, Persian Queen. This was given to me by a friend of mine. And this is his company. So this is very one-man show right off the bat. This is nuclear. This lasted on my skin for about 3 days, maybe 4. And I'd showered as well. It survived a shower. And it was still there. And man, it was like, Jesus Christ. This thing survives 2 fucking showers, and I can still, like, even though it was barely there, I had to put my nose to my wrist to smell it. It was still there. This is nuclear, but there's one issue with it, is I need to review this properly. Now, you guys know me. I do not like one-man show. I know Jacques Bogart, excellent brand, very, very good value for money. But yeah, I did Ali because I had to redo them in HD because I was recording on a very bad camera with a very bad microphone. But the issue with this, just spoiler alert, is it smells very, very similar to One Man Show. Now, it is better. It is richer. It's nowhere near as synthetic. It doesn't smell like, Russian build, old, decrepit. It doesn't smell like fucking Chernobyl, But hey, Empty, how's it going, man? But the problem is, I personally do not like this. I do not like the smell of this. It makes me gag. Now, that doesn't mean it's a bad scent. This is why I even started reviewing in the first place. If you guys remember, one of my pet fucking hates was these expert reviewers coming in and being all, man, Kuros is terrible. I don't like Kuros. This is a 4 out of 10. So because you don't like it, it's a 4 out of 10. But this is the issue with reviewing this, is I don't like it. but I can tell right away this is a good scent. It is significantly better blended than One Man Show. I can see there's been effort put into this. It lasts long. So in theory, this is a good scent. It's like if I'm reviewing video games and I don't like RPGs and you give me Final Fantasy VII, I'm going to fucking hate it. Even though it's regarded as an excellent RPG, I'm still going to hate it because I personally don't like RPGs. And that's kind of the issue. So this will take me some time to get round to this one. This was given to me for review. I have not forgotten. It is still here. And oh, Raz Scott, long time no see, man. Long time no see. Jonathan, you're on your main account now, huh? Sneaky. So if anyone wants in, I'll give you a link. That counts for you too, Smug, if you're still there. So today I was drinking some cider earlier. Thatcher's Gold, 4.8%. Then I had some Budweisers here when Archie was on. I needed them. Cody Co's videos about Jezza. Yes, I actually watched his today. I discovered him through Leon Lush. I love watching fucking Leon, man. Leon is fucking hilarious, dude. That guy just doesn't give a fuck. He just exposes all these idiots on TikTok. And I saw he was doing the TikToks that still should have stayed in the trash or something. And the first one that comes up with Jeremy, and he's like, "Is that Jeremy Fragrance?" But yeah, I watched Cody's today, and dude, I was losing my shit. Normally, I jerk off before the video. Sure you do, buddy boy. Sure you do. But now I have, regarding drinks, I have Brewdog. It's all wet because it's been in the fridge. Brewdog Punk IPA. Good old Brewden Ellen. And the strength of this is 5.4%. So a good strength. Good stuff. I should be putting this in a glass. I have some Tennent's glasses that I totally didn't steal from the pub. But, Oh, yeah, definitely. Nothing to say I won't be back. One thing I will say is I'm going to be doing some pinball content. Now there's one thing that I have to rebrand myself a little. So the issue with that is at work, I work in the pinball industry and I do a lot of music. Now the problem with that is, as you guys know, my channel can be quite controversial. I potential and someone that, investor is someone who likes the games, looks me up, who composed this music, blah blah, and what do they see? This smug asshole. And the funny thing about that is they'll either think, this guy's hilarious, I love this guy already, or they'll think, fuck this, I want nothing to do with this guy. And I just can't have that at work. So I'm just moving this fragrance a bit back. I just can't have that at work because fun and games is fun and games, but when it could cost me a job, that's a bit of an issue. So I'm going to have to make a separate channel for music and pinball stuff. So, hey, Cologne 101. Man, some OGs showing up today. Some OGs showing up today. Good to see everybody. Very good to see everybody. Holy shit, 20 views? I just thought I'd try this out just to test the stream for a bit, but I guess I should stay on a while. I should probably put some music on, but I don't quite know how to do that. I'm still learning this StreamYard thing here. Fellow people of culture. Yes. The drinking, smoking, swearing culture. You walk into the bar and you go... You walk into the bar, just elbow everybody and you queue out the way. Fucking out the way, you. Move. Hey, barman, 2 pints of lager. I'm sorry, man. Lager's off. You're sorry? No, yet you're not. Fucking yeah. Oh, man. So I'm curious if anyone in here plays VR chat. Because I don't play a whole lot these days because I'm too busy with pinball stuff. Buy my game, goddammit. But nah, Daniel San, holy shit, long time, no, big OG right here. Daniel San. Who remembers Daniel San here? Still get the same profile pictures he did back in the day. Excellent reviewer, very good reviewer, very passionate, very gentle guy. Just you, Daniel, you had a real way about doing things, which I liked. I liked how gentle you were when you just talked about scents. You had that tapestry when you spoke. And this has this gentle aroma and blah blah blah. Really cool of you, Daniel San. Also the other one, Augie from Your Two Cents. It's a shame that I wish he got more time on the stream, but it wasn't my stream. And maybe a pseudonym, yeah. I'm going to be trying to start my own business at some point, so we'll see how that goes. It might be a nightmare because we'll see. Hey, have you fucking seen mine? I filmed those on a Technica camera I got from Tesco's for 15 quid. I didn't even have a microphone. I used the built-in one. I still had my gold chain. I was thinner. I wore suits. I used to be a big man in my parents' basement, in my parents' attic with the yellow wallpaper, and here I am in my own house with the same horrible colour of walls. I've got some posters actually. I've got some Dragon Ball Z posters that I got. I'll put those up on the walls, make the place look homier. But yes. So I'll tell you what, guys. Who would like to see my Pac-Man machine? Right. If you want to see my Pac-Man machine, put a 1 in chat. Put a 1 in chat, and I'll bring it through. Who wants to see it? And we'll. It's not the most advanced thing. It's not a full-size cab. It's a wall mount I got. So it's through in the living room right now, not plugged in. I just don't have anywhere to mount it. I hate drilling into the wall. Right, we got a couple of ones, 3 ones. Any more ones? 1, 2, 3, 4. Any more? Couple more ones. A little bit? Just a tiny bit? Please? All right, okay. Give me 2 seconds. I'll haul this thing through and show you. So I need to check the volume on it because there's people downstairs sleeping. So give me just a second here. I'll be right back. There we are. Oh, that should pop. There we go. So just get this up here. So this is the arcade 1-up Pac-Man. Yeah. What are we doing for? This thing's. Here's the arcade 1-up Pac-Man here. And it's by Arcade 1-up, so it's got the original controls here. So this particular model comes with 4 built-in games. Now there's various different versions of this that they released. Some of them come with Dig Dug 2 and what's the other one? Mappy, is it Mappy? And a few others, but this one comes with the standard 4, the Dig Dug, Pac-Man, Galaga, and Galaxian. So let's have a looky here. Aye, I'll try and plug it in, but I can know where to bloody put the thing. So, but it does work. It does work. It's got all the original artwork on it. Put the adapter here. Here we go. Put this over here a little bit. There we go. And that's the Pac-Man. So I got that from the shopping channel, and I had a bit of an issue with it too because thank you guys. The issue I had with it was I looked it up online, and this guy was saying that some of the games lag, they don't work properly, the music is fucked up, it lags out, and a few other things. So 223 and Gallagher, you probably figured out the glitch how to stop them shooting, didn't you? And Gallagher. So, but I got that. So the funny thing about that machine there is that's actually a revision board. And I'll give you a second. Let's see if I can share this video real quick here, if I've still got it recorded. It's called Gallagher Test. I can find the fucking thing. Gallagher Test 1. So I'll show you guys here. I'll show you the weird thing here. Give me a second. I'll just share screen. I'm going to share the window. Right, so tell me, you guys see this? It's just it's popping up on stream. So here we go. So this is what I did was here is I compared three. So on the left here, on the far left, is the Steam version of Gallagher that I purchased on Steam. The one in the middle is MAME or MAME emulation. And the one on the far right is me recording the actual Pac-Man unit sitting behind me. And look at the difference when you actually compare them. So they start off on time, everything's in sync. And you'll notice that the actual unit behind me, it starts to slow down. It needs to catch up with the other two. Now, the MAME version and the Steam version are both running perfectly fine, but the other one, it's almost like it's running 10% slow. I mean, just look at that. When the ship gets captured, which is going to come up, you'll see. Look how far behind that is from the other two versions. I mean, look at that. Look how far behind that is. It's just, it's like a 10% slowdown. Really, really weird for this machine, which is something I noticed. So, if you guys noticed that, there's a big slowdown with it. And apparently, this guy online said that what he suspects happens was, because these were sold through the shopping channel, was they developed these new boards, and they were faulty. And they couldn't do anything with them, so instead of developing a new one, they thought, we'll just stick them inside these party cabs, half the size, cheaper to manufacture, cheaper to make, less wood used, and we'll sell them in the shopping channel. And you get middle-aged mothers and grandparents that don't know anything about games or how they work. We'll just see it and buy it, and no one's going to notice. So they had to rip out that old PCB board, put a new one in that's more powerful, and then ship the machine with that new one. Now, that is the updated board right there. I checked it all out. So, good game, though. Still plays. Anyone from the UK is probably used to this. PAL versus NTSC. 50 versus 60 hertz or something. So we're used to slow down in games anyway. So, but that's what I got for Christmas. Still don't own pinball though, which is a shame. Dragon Spirit and 3D World Runner. 3D World Runner, really good game. Very, very interesting game. Very impressive hardware, the 3D effects at the time. I'll let you guys hear something really cool in a second if you just let me find the damn thing. Man, what a nightmare trying to find everything. Space shutting. So I can load up this if it'll let me load it up. Load up that project. Holy crap, it's Lex. Good to see you too. Good to see all you guys, man. Friday night hangout, having a few cold ones. Just get high when you play evens out. Exactly. the same with VR. If you start lagging out, you just get drunk or high and your frames go up. Works every time. Let's see if I can get this working here. Let's see. So what was I going to do? It was doing. It was that, and then oh no. Good, I got this working. So I'm going to show you guys something this time when I share the screen, the entire screen, and you guys are going to dig this. This isn't on the modified version. Something I made for the Zaccaria Space Shuttle Deluxe table that just came out. It just came out. It's actually kind of old. But see how it works here. So yeah, give me a sec. I'll share the screen. You guys should be able to hear this, hopefully. Yep, they had a seance and raised me from the dead. You see all these YouTubers haunting for ghosts? Well, it was actually one of those guys. You know, I joined the Patreon, well, in the spirit realm, and I said, "Yo, I pledged $50 for the raise me from the dead package," and they were all for it, man. They were so chill about it. It was awesome. Now let's see, share entire screen, which means share system audio here. So let's try this out. So I've got this now. So give me a sec here. Got this. I'll just move this over to the second screen here. If it fucking lets me. Come on, don't be an asshole here. There we go. Right, so share that to the first screen. Screen 2, here we go. Right, let's check. The browser can't access your screen. What do you mean can't access my screen? Oh, weird. All right, I'll just use the one then, I guess. I don't know what. Sorry about this, guys. It's my first time using StreamYard, so I don't know what the fuck I am doing, frankly. So let's try again. Share screen. Screen 1. Share system audio. Browser can't access your screen. Anyone know how to fix that? Please? StreamYard. Browser can't access your screen. Really, no one knows how to fix this. Really, no Reddit posts or nothing. Reddit, come on, it's got to be something. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh well, we can try it again. I'm still alive, Fusion. I was actually cryogenically frozen for 2 years. You know, I contacted a Chinese company, told them I was pro-communism and all that crap, and they were like, "Yeah, no problem, brother." You know. I told them, "You freeze me for 2 years, I'll preach the good word," and boom, they were all over that shit. Like, fuck yeah. This video is not gonna be around for a while. Share screen. Come on, man. All right, so it'll share the screen, but it won't share the audio. Okay. All right, let's try that one more time. Share screen. Share system audio. When I try doing the audio, it doesn't like it at all. Weird. It's almost like it does not like my my sound card or something. Weird. It's okay. I'll use OBS for this next time. I'll just use OBS for the webcam and stuff, and then use this for the. Came with a free bottle of Office One. Well, I bet it did, big man. Oh, this sucks. We can't share the screen. I had so much cool shit to show you guys. A bunch of bullshit. Let's try one more time. It's gonna work. The browser can't access your screen. Yeah, man. Yeah, we were talking about that on Mr. Smelly's stream actually. About fucking this pretentious. I'm a legit viewer, but I'm still gonna shill the fuck out of you. Marino Franco in the tell. Oh, someone done the research, didn't they, Raz? And Marino Franco in the tell Zaccaria. All right, I'll tell you what I can do though. Let's just test this. I've got a SoundPad and see if that works. All right, I'm just going to test real quick because I know if it'll work on SoundPad, then I'll get you. So let's just try this really quick. Let's just see here. Will this work? I just want to test it. Yeah, so it does work. It does work if I do it through SoundPad. So that's good. That's perfect, actually. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to render this, if I can, real quick. Right, I'm just going to render this quickly as just game over, edit, shuttle. There we go. So and I'll let you guys. Fragrance Matt. He was good shit. He was good people back in the day, wasn't he? And I agree, Empty. Talking about Joust, just to talk about Jonathan and Empty talk about Joust. Brilliant game. There's actually a guy, I'm going to remember his name here, History of Joust. Let me just get his YouTube name. I'll put him in chat, and you guys would love this channel. History of Joust, Patman QC. Let me just put this in chat real quick. So that's Patman QC there, and he does a lot of history of video game stuff. He did Marble Madness and a few others. Just talking about the design team, any issues that happened, why certain things happened. You know, this happened because the lead director preferred this to this, and fun to nerd out on. So give me a second here, I'll let you hear this. So this is a modified version from Space Shuttle Deluxe. So when I did Space Shuttle Deluxe Pinball, the soundtrack for that, I did the Game Over, but this is what the Game Over originally sounded like. I had drums for it as well, added in drums. I removed them, so this is the original one with the drums. So when you're playing the game, you've lost all your balls. Game over happens in the game, and then out of nowhere, and that was my original version of it with the drums still included. Unfortunately, quality is not the best because it won't let me fucking share screen with audio for some reason. I'll fix it later. So that was that one. I did that. It's just pretty cool. Almog 8-bit. I actually used the Predator 2 synth to make that actually. I got the company actually bought it for me, or leased it to me to use for work. Almog, man, I have not seen you in a long time. Holy shit. And I agree, Jonathan, money does ruin the purity of everything because, you know, if you can go into it, you know, being all, you know, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to let it corrupt me. But if you just happen to make it big, let's say some big YouTuber or influencer just so happens to mention you, even just in a quick cutaway part of their video, your channel's going to boom, your views are going to boom, and the money's going to boom. And you're going to be like, oh, Mr. Honest, I'm Mr. Honest. And then you realize, if I wasn't Mr. Honest, I'd be making this much. I'd be driving a Mercedes S-Class and getting my dick sucked by the prom queen. So if you're a dishonest, lying, manipulating cunt, pros, money, nice car, hot women, life of luxury. But if you're honest, working man like everybody else, struggling to make ends meet, normal 9-to-5 job. So, you know, I mean, you need to be ready to live with that. You know, when the money starts coming in, you start seeing the possibilities. I can buy this now. I can buy that now. I can send my kids to a good college. I can, you know, get a nicer house. It's easy for us to say, oh, you're a shill. But if we were in that position, if you had that amount of money coming in and you saw the potential that you could do, you know, it's easy for us to judge, but at the same time, I do agree. Some of it is, especially TikTok. Like some of TikTok just baffles. It makes me feel old. I turned 29 just last month, and I feel like I'm fucking 50 years old. Like, I got a buddy of mine, and she always shares these TikToks, and some of them are just, I just don't get it, man. It's like, it'll be two guys sitting at a table, and one of them will spill water or spill ketchup or spill pasta or something. And the other one will walk by and almost slip on it. Oh, what are you doing, mate? Are you retarded or something? And she's, I'm sitting there like, huh? Where's the funny part? He spilled water. So what? You know, and it's like, go watch Monty Python, Monty Python, and then go back and watch TikTok and ask yourself. It's kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of wondering. And that's good to hear about Matt, man. And yes, oh my god, I do still play video games. I'm still a fucking nerd. Let's see if I've got some other stuff you guys would like to hear. Would you guys like to hear some of the stuff I did for Taito? Now I can't upload these files because I don't actually own them. But a while back, back in late February, the company I do music for was approached to make Taito pinball games. So Space Invaders, Bubble Bobble, Legend of Kage, Operation Wolf, those sort of ones. And I did the music for them. So it was kind of weird seeing, like music that I'd composed being on an actual arcade unit. I was like, kind of still weird. But let's see, who would like to hear some of that? Anyone interested in hearing some of the Taito stuff? I've got Space Invaders. I've got the stuff I did for Space Invaders too on here. I've got the whole package. I've got a lot of them on this sound pad. Unfortunately, the quality in sound pad is complete shit. I'm sorry about that, but StreamYard's being a dick. Son of a bitch. Now, let's see what we got here. All right, Almog. So I did Bubble Bobble. If you guys remember that, I did that. I did Davius as well. So I've got I did Davius Elevator Action. It was pretty cool. I was paid decently for it as well, but I had to work so hard on this project because I had to compose. I think it was about 10 to 12 tracks, and I only had like 2.5 weeks to do it all. And I had zero source material to work with other than just looking up the arcade games online. So I'm sitting there thinking, how the fuck do I? And some of them, they don't even have music. There's zero music at all. Or if they do have music, it's very basic, like Chakin Pop, for example, is a weird ass game. I'd never heard of it either till they mentioned it. And it's just got beep, 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 boop, beep, boop, beep, 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 beep. That's the entire music for it just never ends. It's just the exact music for that for the rest of the game. I have to turn this into a 5-minute track for this new pinball that's coming out. And I was sitting there like, fucking hell, how the fuck do I pull this off? But this is what I came up with for Chakin Pop. So, Chakin Pop Darius, let's see, I've got Rastan. So I'm not sure if anyone remembers Rastan, but I composed this in 2 days. I had 3 days to make this. And this is what I came up with. So I made this for Rastan. Yeah, and it's supposed to be Rastan on his journey. So I wish the quality was better on this, and for some reason, I think I know what the issue may be. See, audio. God, I wish I could use Voicemeeter, but I don't like using that either. It kind of fucks up. But that's what I made for Rastan as well, and it gets kind of the Dreamcast, yeah. Failure, but yeah, very, very good console. You see, people forget one thing about the Dreamcast. If you want a good console, you base it on arcade hardware. Because arcade hardware is easy to make. Look at the Sega Mega Drive. It was literally just arcade hardware. Stick that in there. Stick a Yamaha sound chip in there. Stick a, in the processor, you could run Master System games on your Mega Drive. They would work. it just wouldn't fit in the slots. You had to buy an adapter. But when you plug a Master System game into the Mega Drive, you are actually you're using the original chip. It's not emulation; it's the original hardware. So, and the same with the Dreamcast, because it ran on Windows. Windows means it's easy to program for. I mean, and don't forget, the Dreamcast was basically just a Sega Naomi. You know, they just took the Sega Naomi from the arcades, stuck a disk drive on it, shoved a modem in there, and went boom, Dreamcast. You know, I actually made a track when I was working on Combat Deluxe around September actually that last year when I was working on the new Combat Deluxe pinball. I was wanting to base it on Afterburner, Top Gun, Airwolf, that sort of music. So I thought to myself, what if I could get it running on actual Sega hardware? You know, 6 sound channels, one dedicated to drums and stuff like that. And I actually did it. So, for example, if you guys give me a second here, I'll let you hear. So this is the mode when you activate a mode in the game. This is the mode music from the actual arcade game. And that was made on the Synth Master. And that's what I was made on. So what I did after that was I pitched an idea at the bosses. I said, listen, I could do this in 16-bit, authentically in 16-bit. And I asked, would you be able to put this in the game as a reward? So if you've completed the game and you've done all the modes and everything, and you've basically completed everything there is to complete, and the game resets, you do it all over again for even more points, it would activate the 16-bit Mega Drive retro version of the song. Now, they didn't do it, but I managed to get it into the official soundtrack. So this is the 16-bit version of that, made by me, as authentic as you can get, pretty much. I've not bought a fragrance in almost 2 years. And the good thing about this is I've also got the Sega Genesis, Sega Mega Drive had those really nice guitar sounds. I've got those in there too. So I got that in there too. So I made it work on the Sega hardware. So I know, Musk. I was just literally saying at the start of the stream, I saw Dan was using StreamYard, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Unfortunately, as we've learned the hard way, for some reason, StreamYard is not letting me share my audio. I can share the screen. I can't share the audio, which is complete bullshit. But I can show you something. I can show you guys the actual FL window. If you give me a sec here, I can show you without audio. Sadly, let's see. Zaccaria, Combat Deluxe. There we go, 16-bit Genesis. And I'll show you guys the synthesizer used. Oh, if it loads up, sometimes takes a while. Does anybody who's used StreamYard before, does anybody know what would cause that issue? Because I'm using a dedicated sound card on this machine. It's not a onboard. So I don't know if that's what's causing an issue. It just doesn't like the dedicated sound card. Maybe that's what's going on here. Speakers, Sound Blaster AE5. Communications speakers, Sound Blaster AE5. Doesn't seem to like that. So we'll see. No, that's not working either. But here you go, guys. Here's the actual Sega version of it. I'll just share the screen really quick. Share the window. I just wish it would give the fucking audio with them. But if you have a look here, guys, you can see the composition here. It's using, this is Ali James Lab. It's called FM Drive. You can get it for about 20, 30 bucks, as we can see here. And you can actually plug this in, from what I've seen in the manual, which is 50 pages long. This thing is a bitch to program for, but 50 pages long. You can actually plug this into a Mega Drive, and I think you can control the sound chip on the Mega Drive, the actual chip inside the actual sound chip, using this. So you can't really get more authentic than that, essentially. But you can see as well, it's got the composition here. It's the exact same as the arcade game. Composition, everything, all the notes, everything is the exact same. And you can see here from the active 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sound channels, with the drums as one extra. So in theory, 6 sound channels, this would work on Sega hardware, in theory, which I thought was pretty cool. No worries, Almog, man. Always a pleasure to see you, my dude. And also, if anyone wants to join in the stream, if anyone wants to join in and hang out, just let me know. I'll post a link. I'll actually post one in chat right now, just in case. Give me a second. I'll just post one in chat. I think I just posted the stream link here. Invite. Where's the link here? Here we go. Copy the clipboard. Oh, Sega CD. Yeah, Sega were very ahead of their time. Yeah, but very ahead of their time with their ideas, the Sega modem and stuff. They were planning to have an office suite installed on it, and office suite and fax machine and bookkeeping stuff, and basically their own sort of Microsoft Office setup going on that you could run from your Genesis Mega Drive from home. And people forget, not everybody owned a computer back then. So if a home video game console could be upgraded to a computer and work efficiently, that would be. But unfortunately, the world said no. That's why in the United Kingdom here, we call them computer games, because not a lot of people here played Nintendo. It was Sega that was the big dog here because of their prices, because the UK viewer would normally, would play on Commodore, or Bill Gates wiped them out. And you'd be surprised, actually. Probably Commodore, ZX Spectrum, stuff like that. more than anything. It's kind of like how chiptune got started, chiptune music, with keygens. I was reading an interview. It was one of the guys at Commodore said, seeing his own men huddled around this PC watching this team's cracked version of a piece of software. Oh, Lord's coming in. I'll add him to stream. Yeah. How's it going, my Jonathan? Long time no see. How do I make you bigger?
Hi, likewise.
There we go. Hey.
Good to see you.
How you doing? Always a pleasure. Still looking handsome as ever.
I'm fatter than ever.
Oh,
I can't make this. I can't make this camera point in the right direction. I don't know why.
What was it? On your phone?
I think. Let's see. I can't. Oh, right. It was showing me a different screen. I don't know what was going on.
Oh, you've gone black for us there.
Right. Oh, that's it. We're all.
Oh, there we go. You're back. Oh, black again. Oh, back.
Yeah.
We're getting there. And other Jonathan, I remember in television. Oh, don't worry. I think my lighting is just a basic light. I need to get one of those LED lights. My buddy has one. It's get one of those camera clamps. Just clamps it onto his desk. It plugs it in, and I need to get one of those with the umbrellas up the back and the green screen.
Yeah, you can get them in B&M. Those camera.
And they're good. You don't need to spend a lot of money on them. A cheap one will do the job. I mean, my microphone mount here I got for $10, and it still works. The only issue is the tightening part has cracked, so I need to hold it a little to tighten the damn thing. But it still holds the microphone, so I need to get a better mic with XLR and stuff. But you need to get an audio interface and.
The only communication I do is on Teams at work with work. So.
What's it you use there? Zoom, I'm guessing.
Teams, Microsoft Teams.
Oh, Teams are, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Netcast. So, yeah. Cheers, anyway.
Cheers, indeed. What is it you're drinking tonight?
It's White and Mackay tonight because it's...
White and Mackay, oh.
They're selling it off in Tesco's.
They're like, these fucking Scots with their cheap whiskey. Here you go. Eight quid a bottle. Here we go.
This is like something at the moment because they're getting rid of it in my little Tesco.
Good guess. The guy just stands outside with a big sign. Anybody unemployed? Anybody unemployed? Anybody unemployed or dying from COVID? £9 a bottle. Local housing scheme just empties. There he is.
Earlier on. It was Bacardi earlier on in the week. Been stocking
mixing
up
the drinks.
Yeah, I've packed in vaping anyway.
Well, you don't take anything now?
No, nothing. No, just gone over completely to alcohol now.
So no cigarettes or anything. Not even no gum, no nicotine content.
I just spent too much on fragrances to afford to do anything else. It's got addictive again.
It's the same when you talk about vaping as well. I mean, some of these e-liquids, man, they are not cheap. You know, I get a lot of people, bitching at me, going, "Oh, why you always buy the cheap stuff?" It's fucking menthol, or raspberry, or spearmint. It's not expensive. It's not expensive to make. Okay, I don't need super ultra strawberry cream banana cupcake with chocolate sprinkles on top, 100% made in the USA for 30 fucking quid a bottle, my guy. Fuck out of here with that. I was actually, speaking of that, when I first started vaping, I was fucking livid. I went to the store and I bought this one, and it was I forgot the name of it. It was like a milky, creamy vanilla one. And the thing that pissed me off was it cost me £20. And I look on the bottle, and on the actual bottle, it has a little circle saying $15. I'm like, fucking.
Someone's getting somewhere.
I mean, it was and some of it. I mean, the vaping has came a long way, but Jesus Christ, when I started it, I bought one of these. It was the Aspire Triton, I think it was called. It was the big tank, the latest and greatest of all the vape tanks. All the reviewers were, "Oh, it's the greatest thing ever." So I bought one, and I find out it's got coil issues. I learned this the hard way when it decided to spit about just over a teaspoonful of e-liquid straight down my throat. I was vomiting over the toilet for about 15 minutes. And I was sitting, I was laughing it off, but I thought, if that was just a little bit more, I could have been in the fucking hospital.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's just how it is.
Yeah, nicotine's lethal stuff, that is for sure.
And I know those mechanical vapes, they don't have any safety features. You just, and it will explode, and that's the problem is you get these little kids and they don't understand about electronics or ohms or wattage. They don't understand any of that. And they take these mechanical vapes because they look cool. They're made out of wood and they've got snakes on them and it lights up and the snake's eyes glow and the kiddies go, and their friends filming it on the phone and the thing goes fucking kaboom because they don't understand that the battery's about to explode. They don't understand the electronics because they're fucking 10. And kaboom, and their hand gets all messed up and the media go fucking mental. Child's hand destroyed by electronic vaping device. So what happens? It starts getting regulated. They start taxing it heavier. And those of us who understand the electronics and understand safety precautions, we're the ones that take the hit. We pay more for equipment. We pay more for batteries. We pay more for liquid oil because there's fucking tax because some kid somewhere decided, I'm going to hold it down for 20 minutes to get clout on YouTube. And it's like, it's amazing it's even survived, really. It's an industry. When you look back to like 5-6 years ago and you're like, holy shit.
That was one of the things the EU started to regulate everything, didn't they? To quite extreme levels. But I was buying all sorts of stuff, I gave it all to my boss at the end.
Yeah, and it was terrible too, because I remember they regulated the liquids as well. You couldn't get 24 milligrams. The limit was 20, and then they said that you can't sell liquid nicotine e-liquids with nicotine content in stores. So what did the stores start doing? The stores would sell you the liquid separate and the nicotine separate, and then mix it for free. And that was that entire law circumvented in a day. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, you guys ready to just treat it like cigarettes and tax it and let us do whatever we want, or you need a couple more months? And yes, I know the one you talk about with the fucking phone controller, you know, AVGN. Is this for calling astro bastards and space fuckers and astro bastards? He's holding the goddamn controller with the numbers.
No, there's some quite elaborate kit out there, definitely. But,
not
very fine chest.
I remember my sister. She loves the brand Smock, and I just I mean, I've still got my old check it. The tank. Ignore the tank. The tank is clogged with the liquid stuff. I've just kept this, but look at this. Look at the state of this Sigelei. I had this for 5 years, and it worked perfectly. And the reason it worked perfectly was it was just purely basic crap. 2 batteries, no charging issues, basic design, no fancy crap in there, and it worked. It's been dropped, it's been scuffed, it's been shoved into bags, it's been pulled out of pockets numerous times, still worked. But yeah, these fancy Smock ones, and they're RGB and they light up and they break in 6 months. You know, and these ones that use the latch, like this one uses a screw, but those latches, you know, you click the button and you can take the battery out. I don't get why it's so fucking hard to make a latch that works. You know, the latch always breaks. The spring or the mechanism won't close. And I'm sitting thinking, I used to have a Game Boy as a kid, and that used a plastic, you know, latch, you know, and it never wore out. It never snapped. It worked fine for years, and that was a Game Boy. But they can't get this right in a goddamn vape, and I'm like, yeah. But I wasn't happy with that brand because I remember they released a temperature control vape. And they were all over the place. Temperature control, you can customize the lighting using our app. So the chip inside of it was capable of all the temperature control and all the advanced features. But when you got it, it wouldn't do it. You had to purchase the feature on the app and it would unlock it on your vape. And I just went, nah, that's just fuck that. No, that's just, you know, you're just being a dick now.
I think all of mine, I had about 6, they're all Innikin. And then I had
Innikin,
UL Crown, and there were some other ones, I can't remember what they were called now.
Yeah, that's the Crown. You can't recognise it, but that's the original UL Crown on here.
Yeah, that's it, that's the one. Yeah, I gave a load of that kit away, and I also gave away the cotton wool stuff and the wicks and the coils and stuff. There was
the coil building.
The coil building thing. I never actually did it. I had the kit in case they stopped making them or something, but
yeah, because you can always build your own.
Yeah, no, so I packed in quite some time back now.
That's really good.
Well, I had a bad chest infection, and then that was it. That did me.
Yeah.
And then we've had COVID, so of course there's no incentive to start putting anything else into my lungs.
Yeah. Oh no, I agree completely, man. That's the best decision. And it's a shame no one else shares your sort of outlook on it, because there's a lot of people out there that just don't fucking think. You know, I've got a chest infection, and they light up a cigarette. What are you doing? All you're going to do is end up in the fucking hospital in the middle of COVID season, and you're going to stress out a hospital, and you know, you're going to stress out the NHS when it's already stretched as far as it can go. You know, there's people dying. There's people with genuine problems. They don't need you with your stupidity. Okay, they don't need to.
Well, all of my work at the moment is to create space in the NHS for people to get back to their appointments and stuff. So that's everything we're concentrating on, because we've lost so much ground. So,
do you work in the NHS yourself? Yeah,
I'm a qualified nurse, but I do projects.
I do projects. So you respect what I was saying earlier, and I said I had to keep it down a bit because of my.
Yeah.
So I understand you're a nurse, honey, but you're starting to get my tits. But you're being really loud.
Yeah. I think my nurse registration is about to run out, so I don't think I'll be in a position to renew it now.
What's the difficulties with renewing it?
Just
the cost,
the work I'm doing, it's not clinical now, so and I've not got any inclination to do it, and I've got a senior enough post for it not to matter.
Yeah,
you know, so that's it's not too bad really, but
because the NHS is separate, isn't it? It's really the NHS is really weird when it comes to studies and funding and all. You can't just go through the standard channels. It's all you have to go this and oh man.
Yeah, it's a little bit sad that they run things the way they do, but in order to sort of get up the ladder, I've had to move out of the clinical area to do that. So, but hey ho, it's interesting work.
You're fighting a good fight, you know. It's people like you are the reason we're beating this thing. You know, we're not beating it because of those loudmouth talking heads up top. They're not the reason we're beating it. It's guys like you on the front lines is the reason we're beating this. You'll never hear that in the news. You'll never hear that in the news. It's all figures and facts and company names. Never hear them mention the front line.
Well, a lot of the channels I go on, there's a lot of knocking of TikTok nurses because a few people did a few stupid things on video. It tarnishes the whole profession. So, you know, doing dances and stuff, but people have been absolutely inundated with patients. It's been terrible for most of them. I've lost a colleague who was 10 years younger than me. One of the doctors I've known for years. He died. It's absolute tragedy. So for those out there who are pretending nothing's happening and it's fake, it is. But anyway,
it's and yeah, John, it's still pretty prominent. Masks are starting to chill out a bit, but I'm still going to be wearing a mask. And as I mean, I think one thing about COVID is it's going to sound really controversial. I'm not saying I'm glad it happened, but all I'm going to say is it gave our world a little kick up the arse that it kind of needed. You know, we were getting a bit too smug, and then this happened, and we started. I mean, here's one thing about it for me is never mind if it was like, oh, the politicians made a fuck up, and this was a mess. Let's take that out of the equation. One thing that scares the shit out of me about this is not the politicians, not the hospitals or the staff. It's the regular people in society. I'm not wearing a mask because I don't think it's real. Well, how do you know the guy sitting across from you doesn't have a weakened immune system or something? How do you don't know him? You don't wear a mask and he ends up in critical condition because you wanted to prove a fucking point. You know,
well, I sat in a meeting yesterday online, and the consultants were saying basically, I mean, it's ripping through our area again in the Midlands, and because people are blasé. My wife's in infection control, and it's ripping through all the areas she's dealing with as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's nuts. It's like someone close to me was doing the same thing. It's not that bad. It's just the flu. And I'm like, dude, this body's piling up. They get nowhere to fucking put them. What was the other thing? The one thing I thought was interesting was how it affected businesses. You see, before this happened, if you said, hey, you know, can I work from home? You know, it was a very stern, especially in Japan. Japan is a very good example, in fact. Japan, you know, they've got a very old-fashioned sort of work ethic. If you work for my company, you come to my building, and that's the way it's always been. And my father ran the company that way, and so did his father. And if you come to work for us, you're going to come to the office. Hi there, sir. Since we've closed the office due to COVID, here's how much money we saved on gas and electricity bills. Actually, you guys, if anyone wants to work from home, it's funny how that 100 years of business ethic went out the window in the space of 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's it's a really freaky thing that's happened because
No, I love working from home, so it can be far more.
I don't mind it either. I just wish they opened my goddamn local pub. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry. Please go on.
You've got a fridge, haven't you?
Yeah. True. I mean, it's good, John, but it's just, they do a really good macaroni and cheese down there, and it's nothing quite like it.
No. Well, I've got to drive 14 miles in horrible traffic, so for me,
you're not.
I can look across a nice view. I can take the dogs for a walk as soon as I finish work. What's not to like? And I can get my work done more efficiently, in my humble opinion.
And you're staying safe. And you're not.
Yeah.
You're not risking it as well.
Exactly.
I'm definitely going to have to delete this video now because I know talking about it's a big no-no. One thing that another thing I'm not a big fan of is a lot of news channels. I know a lot of them will broadcast on YouTube as well. And they used to have the comments open, just like when you go to some news articles, they'll discuss this article with others thing. And a lot of them have been disabling the comments, and I just do not like that as well. Like, it's and Boris Johnson. One thing about that guy is, this is going to sound really minor, but he really fucking needs to sort that stuttering out. He is the Prime Minister. He's one of the most powerful men on the planet. This man could literally start World War III. And you watch him on TV, and, for example, you look at the other world leaders, they're quite well-spoken. Then you look at fucking Boris. What's that?
Apart from Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe. Oh, hey guys, yeah, sorry. Sleepy Joe. Me and a buddy of mine, we were watching the election live. And we thought it was going to be over in 2 hours. We were just going to have a few beers and just and stuff. And he's like, "This is taking ages." And I said, "Well, you know why? He's just biding his time." But legit, you see Boris, right? He's supposed to be this strong leader, and you see him on TV, and he stutters like a bullied kid in high school. Well, you see, the thing about the NHS is, the question we should be asking really is, and the angle we should be looking at is kind of, you see, the problem really is why are you stuttering? You could literally start World War III. Why are you stuttering? Give this guy some fucking elocution lessons, or give him a Xanax, man. The thing is, what are you doing, Boris? Come on, what?
I mean, I'm more that sort of end of the political spectrum, but I find him a disgrace. I find he has no integrity whatsoever, and he's a moral coward. And he's not got the courage of his convictions, and I just can't. And when you see what his father's like, his father's a wife beating a doctor, and all the rest of it. And he wants all the rest of us not to have cheap flights, whilst he and the rest of the elites go off and take the holidays in wherever they want to. And I've seen him actually on television being challenged on that, and he had no answer because he actually believes that the lower classes to him should basically swivel while they do as they please.
And he's wanting to get his book republished now. He's wanting to get his book back into print, isn't it?
Yeah, some of
that virus thing.
Yeah, you look at some of the books he's published in the past and written and published. He's a wicked, evil man.
Though it's a bit of a mess. But on a lighter topic, though.
Well, here's the latest time recommend.
And this, you guys, is the Ultramal. Yes, it does exist. I know people say it doesn't, but I've got very few left. But here I go. I'm going to. So that's 50 pence worth. Quid's worth.
I don't know whether Mr. Smelly's still in the comments, but I'd be amiss.
I think he's off. Oh yeah, you joined the club, man. Hey. Did I tell you?
it actually gets better in the bottle as it matures. It's great. It's lasted ages on my.
Did I tell you that I got my bottle personally delivered from Wilson himself?
I saw the video. Yeah, I watched the video.
Yeah, it was funny because when I moved out, I thought I'm not going to tell anyone my address because the amount of fucking packages coming through my door back in the day. Try my Scentlex. Here's some samples I really like. I want to hear your opinion. I was getting 3 packages a week at one point. So I move out, get my own place now, and I'm like, I'm not going to tell anyone my address. Nothing's going to come through this fucking letterbox. And it must have been a month. I've been living here a month, and my VR cable broke. So I ordered a new one, and I had to get it for the United States and stuff. It was a fucking pain in the ass. And UPS were the people that actually end up delivering it. So I open the door to the UPS guy, and I go, "Oh, thanks." And then he stands there staring at me. I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "I know you." And I'm like, "Yeah. You're the guy that does the aftershave videos on YouTube." And I'm sitting there, you fucking kidding me? I've only been here a month. And the UPS guy recognizes me.
Brilliant.
All right, here we go. All right, I'm back. All right. I got this. All right, is this still working? Let me check the Hangout thing here. All right, let me give the link down there again. There you go. The internet cut out for some reason. There we go. I'll give John. I'm going to give you cancelled by AI. Wouldn't surprise me, man. Let's see. Let me get the fucking link again. Jesus. Share. Oh, come on. Invite. There we go. Copy the clipboard. There you go. Oh. Right. Yeah, the Terminator got me. Guys, he's spitting facts. We need to terminate him now. Here we go. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened in my
No, I think my my iPad has actually given up the ghost. It keeps doing this, so I apologise for that. I'm actually on my phone now.
Good
Camera. So that's all right.
It might be my internet, because my internet's been cutting out. They were doing some work on the new lines lately. That might be the issue. It might just be now. Who knows? That was YouTube's subtle hint. You listen here, boy. You mentioned the Kung Flu again.
Yeah, they're watching us.
All growing up. And Fatal's on soon. Fatal.
So yeah, they're definitely watching us.
Big Brother is watching. You know, is that, speaking of that, I watched 1984 last year, and one thing that got me was the music. Music in that movie is just brilliant. Eurythmics did the soundtrack, so I've been trying to do my own version of 1984 using my OPX Pro synth. It's a really this synth can do anything, and really beautiful. Won't get out to the Frag Mafia, god damn it. But I've been trying to do my own 1984 scores, so just naming them after the scenes. You know, walking down the street, room 101, and just having it all could be on dum dum dim dum dim dum dim dum bum bum stuff. And again, I would love to let you guys hear, but unfortunately, it won't let me share the fucking screen. So let's try that one more time. Let's see if it actually lets me share the screen one last time since I restarted it. Let's just try that really quick here. It's a screen one. I'm just going to try it really quick just to test this. Will this work? Browser can't access your screen again. See, it only does that if I share the audio. If I just share the video, it's fine. Weird. Annoying, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I wonder if it well if it says share video, how does that even work? I've got some rendered as video files. Video file. Will that even? Let's see here. Give me a sec here, John. Sorry to keep.
All right.
I just don't know how the fuck to work this goddamn thing. So yeah. Wait, let's try this. Let's try this one. I've got one here that's quite short. It shouldn't cause too much lag. So it's a share video file. Let's have a look. Pardon me. It's called Super Street. All files, thank you. If you don't mind. Stupid. Well, accept WebM. We'll accept that. Is that working? Yeah, that's it. This is the video. When I did this Street Fighter thing on this sampled synth here that I got. And is that is that working? Let's see if it's working on the stream. I'll just quit listening to YouTube. Working? It is working. Sorry, I just listened to the stream. But this is an early one I did because I was really into Street Fighter, and so yeah, I basically just I got this sampler and I just went apeshit with it, and I got this bass line. It's a
Thanks, Kate. You're a real child of the 80s, aren't you? I know you're not a child of the 80s, but you're a child of the 80s.
Oh, someone said to me, if you were alive in the 80s, you'd be making so much money. I'm like, God, that's just shit. I was born in the wrong era. Oh man! So at least we've learned something, guys. We learned the videos work. Kuros, the silk shit, the gold. I remember I had the old gold chain. I lost that in a fucking fight. I still have the chain. It's just the clasp is bent, so I need to get the jewelers to bend it back. And I was just like, I don't even give a fuck about the fight. I was more pissed off about the gold chains.
Well, I remember I had some Kuros, and I travelled from Nottingham on the coach to see my then fiance in I can't remember where it was, somewhere in Cheshire. And before I got off the coach, obviously I got my bottle of Kuros out and gave myself a liberal squirt. And the person behind me was choking to death, I think, in the seat. No, it was powerful stuff. It was brilliant stuff. And I had the original bottle. This would have been in the sort of mid 80s. And the silver bottom bottle. I wish I had it now.
So you still had that back in the 80s, yeah?
I had that.
And you were still choking people out back then.
Yeah. Then I went on to jazz in the plastic bottle before it became glass.
Yeah, it was the black
plastic
and white bottle.
Two-tone. That's it. That's the one.
Really, really nice. It has that stink to it, doesn't it? Just
yeah.
Nothing like it. Nothing like it.
The closest I've got to it is Van Cleef & Arpels SAR.
Yeah, and SAR for me is a bit. It's nice, but it doesn't have that stink to it. Like I mentioned in my review, it's green as fuck. But it doesn't have that stinkiness to it that the YSL has.
Yeah,
and that's kind of shame.
Of the YSL, because Safari's supposed to be like that as well, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, that's supposed to smell very similar, but I've never smelled that. But that's
cheap as well.
Cheap as chips.
I mean, I'm hoping it does. Some things do stay cheap. Like he kept saying, it's only going to go up in price, especially when fragrance collecting was a niche, it was cheap, and now it's becoming fashionable. And it's becoming same as owning a smartphone. It's going to just go up in price. I was watching a video that was actually fucking appalling regarding people that collect comics and video games.
Yeah,
mint condition. So I think it was a mint condition Super Mario Brothers for Nintendo sold for, was it 25 or 35,000? That was the highest price. And then recently another one sold. I think it was for over $1 million.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, but here's the thing: this video by Carl Jobs, the speedrunner, the Wata Games, the people are measuring. They have connections to the auction houses, So they're deliberately inflating the prices, and you've got the fucking CEO on there sitting in like Pawn Stars and shows like that. And of course, guys, this industry's only going to go up in price. These things are collectible items. Everybody has nostalgia for the old Mario Brothers. It's only going to go up in price, guys. And he's sitting there with his big fucking smile, being Mr. Influencer. And it's like, get your grey suit on and get back to the fucking office, boy. Like, come on. Stop being a dick.
That's my contention with some of the YouTubers. They've hyped up prices of things like Midnight in Paris, which is a fantastic perfume, 20 quid, and all of a sudden you can't get it for 90 quid. I mean, I've got 2 bottles, but that really annoys me. On the other hand,
I'm scared to spray my EDP.
Something like that you can still get in the EDP for between 20 and 30 quid because it's still making it.
I know, it's great. I mean, I'm literally scared to wear my Eau de Parfum of Midnight in Paris. You know, you can get it again. Remember, it was the Parfum. The Parfum would cost a fortune. And then you can walk in and get the Eau de Toilette for 40 quid. But the Parfum, can't have that, Captain.
I've got a 75ml bottle of the Parfum. And I've got
I managed to score 125. Luckily. I managed to get 125. Luckily, yeah, still in my house.
Yeah, I've got the 125 of EDP, but there's a fairly decent dent in it.
Yeah.
That's one of my favourites now.
That's Terre d'Armes. Yeah, Terre d'Armes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Intense
Vetiver. That's one of my favourites. But I've been getting into some of the ADPs, but they don't last very long. Apart from Essenza.
Yeah, I mean,
got to buy them on All Beauty. I don't pay the full price. Never pay the full price.
All Beauty. That was my go-to. That was definitely my go-to. I would never pay retail. I mean, the only time I paid retail was when I worked at a retail store that it was a big retail store, and I got my 20% off discount. So that also applied to the sale price. So if it's 50 quid and it's 20% off, and I use my staff discount for another 20% off, I'm getting it cheaper than All Beauty.
Oh, don't blame
Hey, Joseph, how's it going, man?
I wonder where you were getting all those bottles from.
Yeah, I got so many when I worked here. It was ridiculous, you know.
I was having to starve the children to get mine.
Dad, are we having noodles for dinner again? Yes, son.
Yeah, those 20p ones from Home Bargain.
I'm sick of Coca noodles. Can't we get the other ones? So I want to eat your dinner. Just you remember, son, there's kids in Africa that don't have noodles. So they have to eat fucking cheese.
Just remember, you're starving, but I can always smell good.
If you're going to starve, son, at least smell good while doing it. People will tip you more money when you're homeless. Oh, it's a homeless guy. Oh, smell pretty good. Here's a $5, man.
Well, there's a name for a fragrance. Homeless.
Homeless, exactly. You just get a couple of dolly gibbles to advertise. What?
Blame
homeless?
That.
Oh, man. Blame this. I'm just 2 steps short from dropping an N-bomb, am I right? Nah, kid. Going pretty good, Joseph. Glad to hear you're doing okay. Oh man, it's been. I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of like isolation and stuff, we were talking about earlier. See that VR over there? That thing literally saved my fucking life. Like, it was just like, I could put that on and I'm on a goddamn beach. You know what I mean?
Oh, right.
I'm on a beach, or and it was just nice to be able to have some escape from the house. I was just mad they closed the pub. I'm like, it was so much hassle to fucking find where I could go. I just want a pint and some of that macaroni cheese. Just sitting on the phone to them, listen, you guys still do delivery? Yes. You guys still do those cauliflower cheese things with breadcrumb coating? Where it's mostly cheese and hardly any cauliflower? Yeah. Can I get 3 portions? We're limiting them to 2 a person. You fucking listen here. You fucking... We're limiting them to 2 a person, yeah? Well, I'm such a big man, I technically count as 2 people. Beep, beep, son of a happen. No VR, but gaming and movies, exactly, Joseph, as well. And Twitch streaming, a lot of people have really made a good living as well. Like, I know people that DJ'd for fun. The DJ just mix music on Twitch and stuff for fun, and now they're getting gigs because a lot of VR clubs kicked off and they can afford, and everyone's going there. So and especially you get technology like say the Oculus Quest, and the thing about that headset is you don't need a PC. It's basically they've just taken a smartphone chipset, stuck it inside a headset, and made it VR, and said there you go, 64 gigabyte. 3 hours battery life, have fun. No PC needed. And the sales for that just went pew. And it was funny because I remember when Oculus, I think the only problem I've had is you have to link it to Facebook now because they own Oculus, the biggest social media company owning one of the biggest VR brands. Hope you guys read 1984 and watched Ready Player One. Brace yourself. But I remember when they first announced the Quest, it's going to be standalone. I had all these engineer guys types. It's not going to work, Lex. It's not going to work. It's not going to sell. And the problem was they were viewing it from an engineering standpoint. The processor clock speed and RAM speed and blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, but little Timmy isn't going to give a fuck about that. Little Timmy's going to beg mummy for one and mummy's going to buy it. It's going to fail. Oculus is dead. Oculus Quest, such a big seller, you can't buy it anywhere, and scalpers are having a field day selling them for triple the price. What was that you guys were saying about it not failing? About it going to be failing? Haven't they released like 2 models now, and they're going to release a third one? What was that? Facebook sales figures and stock prices went up this year. Wow, what a coincidence! Crazy. Oh man, ridiculous, crazy good technology. Yeah, right, Joseph. They did brick. Sorry, go on, John.
No, I was just going to say it's in many respects it's life changing. It brings real benefits and it brings real potential issues as well, problems.
I completely agree with the problems. I completely agree.
Someone somewhere knows exactly where we're doing, what we're saying, what we're looking at, all the rest of it, and even our car engines and all those sort of things controlled by it.
You can't even fix your goddamn car anymore. You have to fucking plug it in now, don't you? And
when I was in my 20s, I used to get a Haynes manual, and I used to get down Halfords or somewhere like that and buy the bit and fit it myself. Now, I wouldn't even know where to start.
And if you fuck anything up, the second you say you did it yourself, that's going to be 3 times as much, mate. The phone's got smart, but that's so true. It's like people always say, there's so many dumb people in the world. Well, the dumb people haven't increased. We're just seeing more of them because dumb people do this. Hi guys. I love smartphones. I think they're great technology. Yeah. My God, it's like it's so easy for someone to have their life ruined. Let's say you're having a bad day. You're a decent person. You're a hardworking guy, like someone like yourself. You're a nurse. You're working hard. You've been yelled at by patients. You've been running around all day, 12-hour shift. You're at your fucking wit's end. You're at your wit's end. You've had a hard day and you're just about to punch someone if they, you're just not in the mood for it. And you go shopping, you go to a store, and there's some kids in the store fucking around. And they're doing something, and one of them bangs into you and you tell them to fuck off, and they start a scene and whip out the phone. Angry man loses it at me, and the internet thinks you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But you're not a piece of shit. You're just a guy who was having a bad fucking day and just didn't need that shit. And they whip out the fucking phone, and you're on TikTok, YouTube, and it's like, fuck off with that, man.
Well, Twitter in particular is a complete cesspit.
Oh, and don't get me started.
Yeah, it's just complete. I refused to be. I was on it. Had 1,000 followers at one point, but mainly in America. Funnily enough, I don't know why. But now I've just deleted it. And I'm glad. It's a cesspit. There's only 30% of the adult population on it in this country. Doesn't represent anybody. yet they have this enormous sway over destroying people's lives.
Yeah, and playing it innocent as well.
Yeah,
It's the world's going very much into a way of take away the rights of the many to protect the rights of the few. Now, I am all for people's rights. I'm not going to mention too much because I know YouTube's a bit ticky about the whole she, them, he, him thing. But I think it's I'm sorry, but growing up in the 90s, it's funny. Like when I grew up in the 90s, a lot of the teachers were fucking bullies, nasty bullies, and people forget back then. Nowadays, we're all disability this, disability that. This, that, this person's this person has that. We're all putting people up on a fucking modern day falling down. Exactly, John, and putting people up on a fucking pedestal. But back then, if you had Asperger's or ADHD or any condition that's legit, and you had learning difficulties, like today they have programs and they understand it. But back then, it wasn't a case of, oh, they have learning difficulties. If you asked the teacher to repeat something, you obviously weren't listening to you weren't listening the first time, were you, young man? You obviously weren't paying attention. You were bullied by the fucking teacher. And I went to a Catholic school when I was a kid, and they got away with so much shit that would not fly today. And here's the funny thing: all that stuff happened to me and happened to others. No one did jack shit about it. No one did a fucking thing. But if I go online right now on Twitter and say I hate black people, I go to prison. My life is done. It's just fucking...
I'm sure you wouldn't do that, Lex.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, but it's just, I just think it's absolutely ridiculous, man. Like, I get it. Fine someone, ban their account, give them a warning, give them a fine. But locking people in prison for something like that is just... I'm sorry, bud, but that's doing more harm than good.
Well, the other topic you mentioned, there's a lot of insanity going off, and people saying that they identify as Twinkle Toes from Mars or something equally insane, and they actually go through their sort of attributes as to what that actually means. That to me doesn't seem sane. Yet insanity has actually taken control over the cowardly masses, because a lot of people are too cowardly to stand up and call them out for the nonsense that they're talking.
I agree.
And that's not to say I don't have compassion for sort of people in certain demographics. I certainly do, but don't come and tell me that you're some sort of I don't know. I don't know. There's I can't say, like you say, with all the algorithms and what have you can't kind of say.
It's and again, right now we have so much that we should be allowed to say, because we're not being offensive, we're not being disrespectful, we're not insulting, we're just saying. And we right now are not allowed to say innocent opinions, even though we're not being biased, we're being... and I think one thing is, again, social media has allowed anyone to be anything they want, and that is a freedom that's been taken far too far. It's like I met this kid in VR who was 16, used to play golf with him at this golf map, and he said he was thinking of transitioning. 16, and I'm sitting there like, dude, you've never had a job, you've not been out in the real world, you've not had a proper girlfriend, so you're not discovered what you even are. You want to get your thingy chopped off before you've even fucking used it, essentially. You've not had a job, you've not experienced the real world, you're fucking 16, you can't even buy booze. you can't even buy booze or cigarettes. You can't get a fucking car, you can't drive. So all these things that make life what it is, you can't do, and you think they're making this life-changing decision before your life has even started. And it's like...
well, I met someone who was in the process of transitioning, and the person was lovely. I looked after them, and that's the only one I've ever met in my entire life and career, and I've met thousands of people. So I've only ever met one in my whole life, and you've obviously met someone. And I can get that, and I can understand that completely. It's the ones who are
Clout chasing,
saying they're
attention
sort of
seeking.
some sort of cloud alien, or and that's their sort of identity. That doesn't make any sense.
It's disrespectful to the people out there that are going through a lot of hard time. They're generally going through it. They generally want to be this, and they've worked their whole life, and they're willing to put the effort in. It gets people on social media and on YouTube and Twitter, and people like Demi Lovato as well. It's another fucking one. That are just making it out to be a clown show. So you get these people that genuinely have issues and genuinely need help and need to become what they want to be, and they're being wrapped up with these same nut jobs who are just doing it because they want a couple of views or want a boost, and it pisses me off. I think one of the best examples is to look at the Philippines and Thailand. A lot of they have a very big trans community there. They're very open. They've been way open about it way before the West was. They had their shit together 30 years before we were. They understood this way before we did. They accepted this way before we did. And a lot of people there, they don't have a lot of money. They're not very wealthy. They can't afford jewelry, clothes, and all that, and surgeries. So every single penny they earn, once they've paid the bills, goes towards that. And they work for years and years and years to be what they can be with the little resources they have. And then you get that's hard-working people doing whatever they can to fulfill that wish. And you get idiots on Twitter and Twitch. Hey, look at me. They, them, she, her. Like, fuck off, dude. Like, be what you want to be, but just don't disrespect the hell out of other people because of it.
Well, my sort of philosophy has always been to let people do whatever they want to do in their own life. But what seems to have happened is now
I'm so getting banned. I'm
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's just that there's a instead of allowing people to be tolerant, there's an intolerance from the other side. Because they want to force people to believe what they believe, and that's not just. I'm not talking about gender. I'm talking about generally speaking. There's a certain demographic in the world that want to impose their views on other people, and they expect people not to just tolerate them. They expect people to take them on, and that's completely insane. We've been used to all these years tolerating each other and getting on with each other, and listening to each other and sharing each other's views. And if you don't agree, that's fine. But this imposing of views kind of reeks of Nazi Germany or communist Russia or communist China.
You get that issue with the auditors too. The auditors that audit things, auditors that film and everything. It's the same bully boy attitude towards them. Sorry, continue. I didn't mean to cut you off there. Sorry.
No, that's all I was saying. Really, that we should all be. We should all be looking out for each other.
The one thing I hate is when people get called a Nazi. It's like if you're doing something and someone tells you to fuck off, you're protesting for some stuff, and someone says, "Hey, look, I'm trying to get work. Fuck off." Oh, you're a Nazi. You're a Nazi. The ironic thing is, let's say you were a Nazi. They wouldn't be able to say that, because if they said that, there'd be 5 other guys jumping on them. They'd be hauled off into a fucking truck. So the whole, you're a Nazi. If I was a Nazi, buddy, you wouldn't be able to say I was a Nazi because you'd be locked up somewhere. That's the irony of it, And it's like my granddad, World War. He's dead now, but World War II veteran. What the fuck did he even fight for? Why did he even bother his ass? When you think, why did he even bother?
Well, that's it. I think there's a lot of boredom. I think there's a lot of young people who are entitled, and they've been given a distorted view by the mainstream media, and I don't know why. They seem to want to divide everybody, and that's the only thing I can think. They want to divide and conquer, and they're doing the best to divide us. And fortunately, most right-thinking people are resisting it, and we're all still united. Well, they want to divide Scotland from the United Kingdom. I don't know what your views on that are.
I did vote yes for it, just because I really don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be. Although one thing I will say about the independence thing is it was funny, because when people were discussing it, you got all the big balls guys, yeah, independent Scotland, everybody was, yeah, independent Scotland, I'm going to make the right choice, I'm a big man, look at me. When the vote came down, all that running your mouth, that all fucking disappeared. You know, when it came to putting the money where the mouth was, it was, well, actually, now that I think about it, so what happened to back in the old days, my guy? What was it you were saying? You know, back in my day, go on. It was, don't go running your fucking mouth, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my view on that, and my wife's view as well, is that, you know, Scotland have their own free will. I'd rather they stayed, but they have their own free vote, or they should have their own free vote at some point, and they'll vote whatever. But if they vote to stay this time, then you know how many more.
Yeah, it's getting stupid. What another one? What another vote? And it's ironic because the whole a vote is supposed to be important. You're supposed to do your own research and make your informed decision based on your research and what you want to do. I mean, imagine if I was taking. I mean, imagine you went into your exams, right, and you didn't study for them, and then demanded a resit. Lecturer would tell you, "Get the fuck out of here. You've barely shown up to classes. Your attendance rate's poor." And the one time you do show up, you're either high or drunk or trying to flirt with the fucking female teachers. So no, you're not going to get a resit. You know, that's what they're going to tell you if you do that in university and you, oh, what a resit? I didn't study. They're going to tell you to fucking sling it. But this whole, we want another one. What if we're just going to keep redoing it? Then the vote loses its power. It just becomes something we do every year.
If the BBC supports something and if they're giving bias to a certain cause, for me, that's always a red light and a warning light. And the BBC have given Nicola Sturgeon tremendous support. They've turned a blind eye to all of the shenanigans that have been going off in the SNP, and they've not done what journalists should do and sort of shine a light on all these things. And if that's the case, then what's the BBC's agenda? And I believe the BBC are malign. Completely malign.
Hi KK. Also, just to talk on Ali D's comment there about the needles and stuff. If you want to get your vaccine, get it. If not, I'm not gonna hate on you for it. I mean, when I was a kid, we got meningitis vaccines and all sorts of other stuff. We got way more dangerous vaccines than this Pfizer shit, and I'm still alive. So, you know, again, it's
I've had both of the Pfizer jabs, but I also know people has been quite poorly with COVID after having had the AstraZeneca. One of my colleagues has had the Pfizer, and she's been very poorly with COVID as well. But I've had the jab. I believe in having the jab, but I also believe in letting people choose for themselves. And I noticed Biden is doing his best to mandate it in America by the back door, and I don't agree with that.
It is a tricky subject. It really is because again, we've got two things to really take into account. One thing I want to mention is 2:48 a.m. I'm going to try and wrap this up by 3 a.m. So 10 minutes. It runs a few minutes over, big deal. But as long as it's not 10, 20 minutes over. Regarding that, I'd say the problem with that is you've got look at smallpox. How do we get rid of smallpox? Why is rabies not an issue everywhere? Because we kind of handled it. Now that's kind of the issue with this is you have freedom to resist, freedom to say no, I don't want this. But then we also have the sort of you should get this because it'll help the world, it'll help other people. Now, just imagine when they vaccinated for smallpox, if people had the freedom to turn around and say, no, I don't want it, I don't trust it, smallpox would still be around. It's kind of a, it's a weird, it's a really fucking weird. I didn't delete it, by the way, KK. I didn't delete your comment, KK. But yeah, you see where I'm coming from. I'm not trying to rock the boat, but it's kind of an issue because it's like you should get it done, and it probably will help, but you can't turn around and say, you have to get it done, but you can't. It's a tricky. Yes, you're a son of a bitch. No, you're a son of a bitch. You can't really win, and it's the same as I may not agree with what you said, but I'll defend your right to say it.
Yeah.
Sort of thing, and people forget that. Again, let's say this. COVID. What are the symptoms? They're flu-like symptoms, and it can get really bad, and people can die from it. Now, when you think about it, we got kind of lucky with COVID. COVID could have been worse. COVID could be day 1 flu symptoms, day 2 you can't stop fucking vomiting, day 3 total organ failure, day 4 dead. That could have been it. It could have been that.
Well, in some cases, it has been very similar, and people bleeding from all orifices and stuff. There's one that I know, someone who works at a certain unnamed hospital. There was an 80-year-old man in one bed and a 20-year-old in the other. The 80-year-old survived, and 20-year-old was bleeding from every orifice and died. Yeah. There's some nasty symptoms have come to some people. Not always, but with certain people, it's been absolutely awful. But I still think I'd rather the shops were open, the pubs were open, and we just get on with our lives. We try and be sensible, have the vaccine, wear a mask. I wear a mask in shops and stuff. Do what you can, but don't make everyone suffer and close down the society or have lockdowns.
Even if it's a case of, there is a good chance it might even be a case if we have to get the 2 injections every year. Big fucking deal.
Well,
big fucking deal, really.
And of course, home working as well. A lot of people can work from home. We can do a lot to mitigate for it. It's just we can't have a situation that they've got in Australia, which is like the Third Reich.
I got you, Ali. So I was just responding to Ali's comment.
Yeah. What's happening in some of the states in Australia is horrendous. It's just like the Nazis have taken over. But if you watch Sky News Australia on YouTube, you get to hear all that.
Absolute shit show.
Yeah.
Absolute shit show. It's what's that? It's like what's that movie? Oh, fuck, is it Children of the Corn? Is it Children of the Corn? Is it? Was it? It's Children. It's not Children of the Corn. Have
you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie They Live?
They Live, yeah, with the glasses.
Yeah, that's.
I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like that movie, man, where I can't remember the goddamn name of it. It's based on a book where these kids crash land on an island and they end up going a bit feeble, form their own little society with their own little laws, and it all turns into a fucking shit show.
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies, that was the one, yeah, and that's what it's turned. It's turned into Lord of the fucking Flies.
Piggy.
You take Lord of the Flies, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you take Lord of the Flies. You take Fahrenheit 451. You take 1984. You stick them in a blender. You turn that shit up to 10, and you've got the modern fucking world. Slightly diluted.
Fahrenheit mixed with what?
Fahrenheit 451 mixed with Lord of the Flies, mixed with 1984, and you put it in a fucking blender. You turn it up to 10, and you let it fly all over the place, and you've got modern society. So it's not as bad. Each of them isn't fully 100% as bad. They're diluted, but the traces are still there. It's like you've just diluted it a little bit, but it's the same fucking thing. It's
yeah, it's quite
North Korea. I'm curious how they would handle this. It'd be. I remember watching the video about Otto Weinbier, whatever his name was, and he got sent to a North Korean prison for stealing a poster. And people say it wasn't him because it didn't look like him in the CCTV footage. And yeah, he was in a prison, and the US was like, "You will fucking bring him back." The US were going mental, like, "You will fucking bring Otto back now, or we fuck your shit up." And eventually, the Koreans caved, like they always will, because they're fucking poor. That's kind of how the world works. We have more weapons than you. Do as you're told. So eventually, they gave Otto back. They delivered him back to the US.
He died, didn't
Brain
he?
dead. Aye, he died, but he was brain dead when he arrived. It's funny. The one guy who could have said what was going on in that country just happened to be brain dead. We just found him that way, you know?
Yeah.
You'd think these countries would learn how to lie better, you know?
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah, very much so.
Oh, Christ.
There's a lot of stuff I'd say that to you privately that I wouldn't say in a live stream about that
I
topic.
agree completely. And one thing I also want to mention, please don't give it your channel. I might leave this up. I'm not sure. I might have to delete it though, just because of some of the comments. But I don't give a shit. I'll just delete it. I'm not fussed. I got a chat to John for a good hour with some interesting, intelligent conversation from a man who's been on the front lines and knows what the fuck he's talking about. You know, John, you know what you're talking about. You've been there. You've seen it firsthand. No Sky News bullshit. No fucking the Daily Times or nothing like that. Front line, seen it all, been there, done it all. This. So it's like one thing I will say that's pissed me off about the whole pandemic is a lot of people have made money. The wrong people have made a lot of money. People who do not deserve to be fucking making money are the ones making the money.
Yeah.
That's the
biggest transfer of wealth that's ever taken place, as far as I'm aware. From poor to rich, the supermarket barons and the they've been making money. And even on eBay, £5 for a toilet roll and stuff like that. I mean, those people ought to hang their heads in shame for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. I mean, and here's the thing is, all these people are considered upstanding members of society until they're pushed, until something bad happens and they're pushed. And all that respect for your fellow human being, it goes all out the window. It's fucking gone. It's on Mars, as far as you're concerned,
But it's brought out the best in people, and it's also, if you look at some of the scrapping in supermarkets over toilet paper and all the rest of it, and then there's some scumbag videoing them as well. Because
everybody is contributing, isn't it?
They haven't decided to go in and break it up. They've decided, I can put this on Instagram or whatever they put it on.
Yeah, and you've just lost your job due to COVID. Hey, stick it on YouTube and stuff some ads on it. Boom.
Yeah. There's a lot of scumbaggery going on.
Man, what was it? Some of the content though. There's literally people out there. There's some channels out there that make money reading patch notes for games. So let's say a big online game like Fortnite, new patch comes out, a new update, and they'll do a video on their channel. Hey guys, Fortnite 2.05 came out. The shotgun spread has been lowered by 25%. The health packs now give 25% more, and they just read off the company's official page and they make money. Okay, all right, guys, donate money to me. I'm going to read the ingredients of this fucking beer. Brewdog, brewed in Ellen, guys. Hey guys, welcome to Beer Reviewer 1992, guys. So we got this new Brewdog. Oh my god, it's fantastic. This is the new batch of Brewdog, just came out last week. Brewdog, brewed in Ellen, Punk IPA. Oh my god, so the ingredients are. I can't read them. I could just read the ingredients of this fucking can and get paid. That's the same thing. And it's like, fucking online, man. I swear. I'm just sitting there and it's like, I'm fine with someone making a bit of money, but dude, when you're making more money than firefighters and doctors and lawyers, and all you do is sit there and go on a cam and stick fucking clothes pegs to your eyes and go, hey, to a popular song, You belong in a fucking bathtub with your kidneys on eBay, man. I'm sorry, buddy, but
Love it.
these people need to wake up in a bathtub full of ice, wondering how the fuck they got there, or handcuffed to a radiator. Either one is fine with me. They'll probably still do a video. Hey guys, I woke up handcuffed to this bathtub. My kidneys, I don't know where they are. I think they're on eBay, so if someone could buy them from eBay, and I'll sub to your channel. Thanks. Peace out, bro. Love you all.
I don't know whether you had the same phenomenon up where you were, but when I was working in the hospital in Nottingham, and a rumour went round. It was always a friend of a friend, and someone went to a nightclub in Derby, and sorry, beg your pardon. They went to a nightclub called the Black Orchid. It's not there anymore. They went there, and someone spiked the drink, and the next thing they knew, they'd woken up in Derby with one of the kidneys missing, and it was always a friend of a friend. Blah blah blah, and it turned out it was like an urban myth that had gone round everywhere. But even as sort of healthcare professionals, we all believed that it was going off. But anyway, it wasn't. But yeah, we believed it for a while.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
that was before the internet.
Yeah, man, and there was no fact checking as well. I mean, sometimes I get really lonely, and I just stand in front of my bath. I go into my bathroom, I turn the lights off, I light a candle, and I just go bloody maybe, bloody maybe, bloody maybe, just because I want someone to fucking talk to, and nothing happens. All right, guys, we're hitting the 3 a.m. mark. John, fucking awesome to speak to you again, man.
Great,
you're a fucking legend, dude.
Again. Yeah,
absolute pleasure, man. You keep fighting the good fight. Shoot me a message whenever you want to hang out, whatever. And much appreciated, dude. Again, like I said, it's not the politicians, it's not the fucking news that's beating this. It's people like you that are doing it, front line, getting shit done. You're the guys that are helping us beat this thing. So
there's a lot of people. I tell you what, the people who are Amazon drivers, postmen, all those people have held this country together.
Yeah.
And the people that work in shops,
the unnamed heroes.
Pardon?
The unnamed heroes.
They're the unnamed heroes. They've taken far more risk than I've ever taken. So I'm very, very privileged. Very, very privileged. But there's some people that have lost their loved ones, and there are people who have lost their jobs, livelihoods, etc. So I'm very privileged, and I'm very grateful to the people that have provided services and kept this country running, and all the rest of it. But it has been great talking to you again.
Likewise, man.
I hope to see more of you online again.
I'll try. So how do you think, guys? How about this? Top 5 cents to oil wrestle your ex-girlfriend wearing, huh? There we go. Or top 5 cents to oil wrestle with your ex-girlfriend with. Top 5 cents you can wear to oil wrestle your ex. Come here, honey. I still love you, don't I?
I did actually challenge Mr. Smelly, Dan, to have a video, top 5 fragrances for a funeral. But
you all know what number 1's going to be. It's going to be fucking Fahrenheit Absolute. And if it isn't, you guys can all fuck off. I'm kidding.
I was thinking of Encre Noir.
All right, fair point. You just have to go wave your dick in my face like that. I thought I was being a big man, making a good point, and then you'd go and outdo me on my own channel. Look at John over here, guys. Come on. Sitting here with his good job and his good sense of humor and his positive attitude. What an asshole, man. Fuck this guy. I'm kidding. All right, okay. I got guys.
I think I've got COVID.
There goes my channel. Thanks again, John. See you guys soon.